Welcome to our fifth session in a series of sessions on the debate of the existence of God. My name's Gary. This is my friend Furkan. Today's date is January 23rd, 2010. It's been probably 5 or 6 weeks since we last met and continued our debate, so we're happy to get back together again today. Last time we met, we were discussing what is traditionally called the argument from design for the existence of God. And Furkan made the point that there are complex objects in nature, and he believes that these complex objects were either created out of nothing or they were arranged from pre-existing materials into complex objects. Whereas I believe that complex objects of nature come about through natural processes that involve different things. Basic particles, energy, a lot of time, and the inherent binding properties of the particles themselves. And that complexity is built up gradually over a long period of time. In the case of our universe, in the course of 13.7 billion years. Toward the end of last session, Furkan did say, I think, that he thought that the basic substance of the universe, these basic particles, and there may be up to 100 different kinds of them, were created out of nothing at all, by an intelligent agent. So I'd like for him to expand upon that a bit, tell us again if that's what he meant to say, and then try to defend that. So I'm going to turn on our timer and then turn it over to Furkan.
Okay. Thank you for a brief summary. I think that's right, and my argument is not limited to this alone, that those main particles are creation from nothingness. I even can go beyond that, and I think creation or the arguments regarding our creation could be extended to almost everything in a certain way. What I call now in science, there's a concept called emergence. Emergence basically means that almost in every object, or in every arrangement, there is something new emerged, and this new thing cannot really be explained with those material components of that new, I will say, arrangement. So it's, yes, I think that is the question of how those basic elements of Big Bang came into existence is really important question. But I don't want to really focus on that one as if that is really everything, and as if that's God was the first cause and create those basic elements out of nothing, and then everything just after that unfolds through the cause and effect chain. I think that I don't need to even discuss that, because this is not my main argument for the existence of God. This is not my main evidence for existence of God. And I think that evidence, I will say, is quite difficult to prove or disprove it, because I mean, who's going to go really back then that far and try to really establish the similar condition and make an argument, say, yeah, those came into existence from nothing, or came into existence, or had been there forever. I think there are, we can say, a certain scientific arguments, but I rather want to focus on other compelling evidence that we can have access right away. We can see, we can think, we can assess and see whether those could be compelling evidence for the existence of God. So the answer to your question briefly, yes, I believe they came into existence from nothing, but I don't want to really focus on that one and see and show this as the main argument or main evidence for the existence of God.
As a point of clarification, I want to make sure I understand you. You are hypothesizing not a two-step process of creation, but a one-step process. Two-step would be God created the particles, and then he arranged the particles into different complex objects in two steps. However, a one-step process would be that he created complex objects out of nothing in one step. I don't know, let's take the first life on Earth as an example, since that is something we don't understand very well. What you're saying is God didn't arrange the first living thing from already existing particles. He just created the first living thing out of nothing. Am I correct in assuming that?
Okay, I think basically that's required to kind of explain what I understand from creation, of how God acts or how God operates in the universe. What I see, I see two kind of creation, ongoing creation. One is the creation out of nothingness, and that happens every minute and for everything. And also there's creation, there is arrangement of what is already created. So in this regard, I think live broadcasting on TV could be a good example of the creation of God, in my understanding. When you have, let's say, live broadcasting on PBS and you're watching, in this case, a documentary, now the key is that even though what you see is certain images acting on the screen, in reality, those signal of those image is coming every second. So you get those passing images, and then that's why you observe certain, a movement on the screen. So if this is a live broadcasting, there is a broadcasting from another station, which is called TV station, but you get the signal, ongoing signal from this station, but then since if there's no interruption in the signal, that you just watch, let's say, a documentary, watch a nice movie. So to me, that the universe is like a live, the entire universe is a live broadcasting. So everything is feed into existence, come into existence, from moment to moment. So what we, in this case, do, which is because of the regularity and because of the continuous nature of this broadcasting, we kind of see as if it is same. It's like when you continuously give the signal of a certain pictures to the TV from a TV station. Now the picture is out there, you think that the picture is still, it's just out the same constant picture, but in reality the signal which renew this picture is coming every second, and the moment that you cut the signal or connection with the TV station, you can see anything on screen. So that's my understanding of creation. So everything, every moment is connected to the infinite power, and everything, every moment is being created and renewed and broadcasted through this infinite power.